First day at my first real office job ended with everyone staring at me, and I was convinced I wasn't coming back the next day.
That sounds bad.
It was.
But I still think my first day was worse.
Really?
Let's just say my boss had to change his clothes because of me.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Today we're sharing our most embarrassing first day stories, teaching useful English that native speakers actually use at work, and giving you a quiz at the end to see how much you learned.
And trust me, if you've ever had an embarrassing first day at school, work, or anywhere else,
You're not alone. You know what's funny? The disaster actually started the night before.
oh no.
I barely slept.
How little are we talking?
Maybe 3 hours?
That's not sleeping. That's just anxiety with a pillow.
Exactly. I kept checking everything. My outfit, my notebook, my keys, my phone, my wallet, everything.
How many times?
Maybe 5.
5? In first day language, 5 means 10.
Fair enough. I just wanted to make a good first impression.
That's a really useful expression. A first impression is the very first opinion someone forms about you. For example, she made a great first impression during the interview.
And when you're starting a new job, that first impression feels incredibly important. The next morning, I arrived early. The office was completely quiet. Everyone looked busy. Everyone looked confident. Meanwhile, I was trying not to panic. So I thought, maybe a coffee will help.
Classic mistake. Never carry hot drinks when you're nervous.
I grabbed a full mug and started walking. I was thinking, look confident, look professional. Then someone called my name. I turned around too quickly and walked straight into someone.
Not just someone.
My boss! Coffee! Everywhere! His white shirt, his tie, even my shoes. Complete disaster. I honestly thought I was going to get fired.
On the spot.
Exactly. But then something unexpected happened. He looked down at his shirt, looked at me, started laughing. Then he said, "Don't worry, I've seen much worse on a first day." I cannot describe the relief I felt.
Let's learn 2 useful expressions. When we say something happens on the spot, it means immediately without waiting. For example, she was offered the job on the spot.
And relief is the feeling you get when something bad doesn't happen. Maybe you think you failed your English exam, and then you discover you actually passed. That's relief.
Compared to yours, my story didn't involve coffee.
That's already an improvement.
Well, I still managed to embarrass myself. The company building was enormous. Every hallway looked exactly the same. Every door looked identical. It felt like a maze.
Please don't tell me.
I got completely lost. The worst part? I didn't ask for help. I kept walking around pretending I knew exactly where I was going.
That's confidence. Or denial.
Definitely denial. 30 minutes later, I finally had to swallow my pride and ask a security guard. He smiled, walked me to my department, opened the meeting room, and everyone was already sitting there waiting for me. I was late, on my very first day.
Ouch.
I wanted the floor to swallow me. But my supervisor just smiled and said, "Don't worry, everyone gets lost their first week." Immediately, I felt relief.
Notice that phrase again? Swallow your pride. It means admitting you need help even when it feels embarrassing. That's something every English learner and every new employee has to do sometimes.
Looking back, I think what saved both of us was our bosses.
Absolutely. They understood that mistakes happen.
In many workplaces in countries like the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom, Managers often expect new employees to make mistakes during their first week. A little patience and humor can help people relax.
But every country has its own workplace culture. Some offices are very formal. Others are much more relaxed.
We'd love to hear about your country. If someone spilled coffee on the boss during their first day, what would happen? Would people laugh? Would they get into trouble? Tell us in the comments. We read them all. Time to see how much you remember. No cheating. Question 1. Your manager says, "Can you start tomorrow?" You say yes, and they hire you immediately. What happened? A. They hired you on the spot. B. They hired you first impression. C. They hired you messy.
The answer is A, on the spot.
Question 2. You don't know how to use the office printer. You finally ask your coworker for help. What did you do? A. Made a first impression. B. Swallowed your pride. C. Felt relief.
Correct. You swallowed your pride.
Last question. You forgot your notebook. You got lost. You spilled your lunch. Nothing went according to plan. How would you describe your day? A. Supervisor. B. Relief. C. Messy.
The answer is messy. How many did you get right? Let us know below.
Before we finish, let's sound more like native speakers.
When my boss spoke, he didn't carefully pronounce every word. Instead of, "Don't worry about it," he naturally said, "Don't worry about it." Listen again. Don't worry about it. Your turn. Excellent. Here's another one. Instead of, "What are you doing?" native speakers often say, "What are you doing?" Listen. What are you doing? Now you try. Great job. Little pronunciation changes like these make your English sound much more natural. Today we learned that first days don't have to be perfect. Sometimes they're messy. Sometimes you have to swallow your pride. And sometimes everything works out much better than you expected.
We also learned some useful English you'll hear all the time. First impression, on the spot, relief, supervisor, swallow your pride, and messy. Try using at least one of these expressions in the comments.
And tell us your most embarrassing first day story. We'd love to read it.
If you'd like extra practice, download our free study guide in the description below.
Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy learning English through real conversations.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next lesson. Bye, everyone.